The best part of wheat market is it will fill your stomach with great food without emptying your wallet. Anything you try won't cost more than $2, so why not stroll around and try them all? Driving out of Urumqi eastward is a barren desert, but only 2 hours drive away eastward there is an oasis of Turpan, a luxury spring waiting for me. Okay, let's go. But before that, this China's biggest wind power plant here is a spectacular scenery on the road, but also reminds the traveler of something about their destination. Yes, Turpan is one of the windiest areas in China, meaning the lowest place in Uyghur language. Turpan is famous for many other top notches. Located 80 meters below sea level by average, Turpan is the second lowest place on the earth, following the Dead Sea of Jordan. Called Fireland Huozhou in Chinese in the past, the depression's temperature can easily hover to more than 40 centigrade in the summer. The Flaming Mountain is one of the hottest spots in China. All this might have given you enough reason to avoid Turpan, but you shouldn't. The reasons are plenty, maybe not climatically. During the Han Dynasty 200 BC, Turpan was a crucial part of the Silk Road. Today, to most people in China, Turpan is associated with grain, oases, and fruits. If you are a grape lover, Turpan is your paradise. On the western face of the Flaming Mountains, east of Turpan, lies the Grape Valley. Despite the sweltering summer heat that hits Turpan, this 5-mile-long valley remains cool and pleasant, and ideal for a stop for a traveler. The valley is filled with trellised walkways, patios, and outdoor tables where you can sit and pick the grapes over your head and enjoy the delicious meal complemented by the locally produced wine and excellent dance performance. Besides the music and food, I really enjoyed an excellent bottle of wine labeled with brewed in Xinjiang in my under-the-tree dining. I found out, limited to the production, many local wineries don't distribute the wines to areas outside of Xinjiang, so here is still a hidden treasure for any wine-loving travelers. Only in Turpan you can find so tasty wine made of the best quality grapes produced here in Turpan. The technique of ancient winemaking was introduced to Turpan 2,000 years ago from Mediterranean, but because of restriction of Islam, this technique has been stagnated also for 2,000 years. Also today, in a small winery in this Grape Valley, you can still have a look at how wine was made like 2,000 years ago. It's actually just a giant juice presser. After 7 to 9 days, it will be becoming the tasty wine like this. Fresh, tasty. What do I prefer? Cheers, both. In Turpan, 4,000-ton grapes are produced each year. The Grape Valley is a major base, famous for seedless white grape, the Manais or Mare's Maple grape, and red and black grape. Since wine is not a major product, you can guess by now what proud Turpan farmers do with their harvests: raisins, and lots of them. Turpan is abundant with grapes, of course, raisins. Here we have more than 600 different variations of taste. All have contains more than 70% of sugar, really sweet. But not only tasty, many raisins are believed to be some Uyghur kind of traditional medicine. This is also raisin called meaning tiny raisin, believed can cure measles and even energize your blood circulation. It might never occur to you how grapes are dried into raisins, but you will probably be curious what these houses are for when you are in Turpan. Standing on the verge of the valley, this so-called Liangfang shaded house are the secret of Xinjiang's famous best quality raisins. The summer of Turpan is extremely hot but hardly rains, so those houses are perfectly adapted to the climate and built with sun-dried adobes and a laid-to-leave space for ventilation. It provides a perfect condition for grapes to be dried without being directly exposed under the sun. Only in this way, the luxurious grain color can be preserved when they are dried to raisins. Not all sorts of grapes are good for making raisins. The choosing, picking, and arranging process is crucial. These grapes are going to be hanged here for 40 to 60 days until to be dried inside the liangfang to the desired stage. Standard of real Xinjiang quality raisin. Gazing down to the luxurious oasis created in the middle of barren desert, you can't help admiring how much people can make a difference and how important water is in fostering life and this ancient civilization. The karez system is an ancient irrigation system created 2,000 years ago, diverting water from glaciers to the farmland. It's comprised of a series of wells and linking underground channels. By using this underground channel, it saves the water from evaporating by the hot weather and the strong wind. Sitting inside this underground channel is really cool, thinking about scorching hot weather outside. In Turpan County alone, there are more than 470 systems, totaling over 1,000 miles of tunnels. It's considered as one of the 3 great projects in China, with the other 2 being the Great Wall and the Grand Canal. Nowadays, most of villages in Turpan County are still using the water irrigated by karez system. Tuyoq, a small town 50 kilometers east of Turpan County, is seemingly just one of such villages, but it's not, at least not to all the Muslims in China. This small village of 200 is considered as a piece of holy land to Chinese Muslims. It's believed that 5 Islamic sacred men are buried here. So many Muslims come here paying pilgrimage before they can afford the money and time going to Mecca. As a conduit point of many religions in the past millenniums, it's not very surprising to see Tibetan Buddhist elements are permitted into Islam here in Tuyoq. And the Mosque of Tuyoq is the only mosque in China where women are allowed to go in and pray. From Turpan County to Tuyoq is quite a journey. 2 hours ride on the bumpy road, not very accessible or appealing to many. Thanks to that, it saved the village from being just another tourist attraction. Strolling around the village, you will feel its ambience of ease is almost hypnotizing. No one seems to mind the hour or day, all the curious people with cameras. I finally get rid of the feeling of seeing the sights behind the window of the car, but finally surrounded in the real world by smiling faces. After 2 minutes conversation, my new friends asked me to visit their home. It must be the fastest developed friendship I have ever had, but somehow in Tuyoq it's not strange at all. The hospitality they show me is just amazing. When the music is on, don't understand Uyghurish is not a problem anymore. The laughter, the beat, the warmth are all contagious. Finally, I at least got 1 movement right. The Uyghurish gesture of saying thank you and goodbye. The color of Xinjiang comes with multiple shades, but the taste of it, 1 word for it, sweet. Sweet grapes, sweet watermelon, sweet people. You can never get enough out of it. I'm Yanling. See you next time. Sweet dreams.